on Australia's Business Channel. Welcome to In Business.
Hello, I'm Richard Goncalves and welcome to In Business. Telecommunications is one hotly contested industry with hundreds of providers around the nation. Now, Telechoice is one business that has been around, surviving the OneTel collapse, growing into a business with more than 100 franchises and plans to double that in the next year or so. So to tell us about its strategy, I'm joined by one of its founders, Ehab Abdou. Ehab, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Richard.
To start off with, give us an idea of where Telechoice came from. What was the idea to start up the business?
Telechoice evolved from a business that we owned early in 1994, which was called Digital One. And at Digital One, which was an Optus dealership, then was my partner now, which at the time used to be my sales manager, Mr. Paul Reeves. We had a vision and a dream that we wanted to start or put the foundations for a company, a franchise operation company, national, to become the largest mobile phone retailer in Australia at some stage. Mm-hmm. And we've gone on about doing that, and we've picked a name, Telechoice, because we want it to be the people's choice. And started putting the foundations together, and we knew that we had to put the level of service up to get the right people to work with us, and for the consumer, we had to give them the best price on mobile phones at the time. That was very important. So we went on to deliver that.
Okay, so we'll talk about the growth in a moment, but Absolutely. It's a partnership. Tell me how this partnership started and how you met Paul Reeves and how you decided, hey, he'd be a good partner.
Well, my encounter with Paul Reeves was at my business. He was my sales manager, and we became really good friends. And Paul is quite talented and very dynamic, and I wanted to make sure that I can hold Paul, for a very, very long time. So I went on trying to find out what his dreams were and what he was trying to achieve in life. And I thought, well, we put something together, and if we can achieve it together, then it'll be brilliant. And it's worked. So
with the original business, which you were involved with, DigiPlus beforehand, why did you find that the necessity to change it into Telechoice? What was the natural progression there?
The market was getting deregulated, and we were at that time Optus dealers. Optus, OneTel had just started and was owned 30% by Optus and the balance by Mr. Murdoch and Packer. And so we thought that's a great company, and the ownership is right, so it's got a good solid foundations. And it wasn't as complicated to grow under that banner as it was Optus World, as Telechoice. Okay. Digital One.
You mentioned OneTel. It's interesting because you were one of the companies that managed to survive the fallout from OneTel. Why do you think that you managed to pull through it?
Well, there's 5 very important elements in there, and it may sound a bit ironic, but the first reason is I'm a great believer. I believe that God did a miracle for us, so we've survived because of that. But the second reason we've survived is the good relationship that me and Paul have got together as good partners in the business. There was a lot of times when we were both down or up, and we used to be able to pick up each other from where we are. We had to put a very brave front in front of our franchisees and to convince them that we were able to pull them through this. And so the franchisees too stood by us in this, and they had stores where we're selling nothing. They had no product to sell, but they stayed strong with us, and they believed in us being able to pull them through, and luckily we were able to pull it through. Also, our staff at our office, the loyalty of the people that we've collected over the years, we've got a lot of good people internally that were able to weather the storm with us, and of course our families also had to put up with a lot. And last but not least, of course, is our customers that supported us through the whole thing, and still till today.
So I'm curious to know just how tough was it during that time for you?
It was extremely tough. I mean, we almost went broke without going broke. So we've gone down to the wire. But if there is a positive thing to come out of this, is our reputation, because when OneTel fell, we owed a lot of money to the industry, and our suppliers, gave us the grace of giving us extra times to pay the monies, and we managed to get a relationship with Optus back again, and slowly paid all our suppliers, and came out of this with a great reputation that we're honourable, and we've paid all our bills, and so we go from strength to strength, and our franchisees have now got plenty of confidence in us taken them through that very tough time.
So that the fact that your suppliers gave you more time, do you think that was because you developed a pretty strong relationship with them?
Look, absolutely, yes. You know, suppliers or no suppliers, it's all about people at the end of the day, and it's, you know, every business behind the name, there is always people behind that. And we've always been genuine with the people that we deal with, and I think with our suppliers, they've recognised that, and they've backed us up through this, and we've given them 100% of their money back without trying to make any deals with them.
Okay, so growing, you've now become the #1 Optus dealer in Australia. So you've obviously forged that relationship. How do you do it?
Well, we didn't forge it. It's a real relationship. Look, the relationship started since the beginning from a Digital One time. And when we went to OneTel, as far as we're concerned, OneTel was still owned by Optus. So as far as we're concerned at management at Telechoice, we really never left Optus. So when OneTel demised and OneTel went down, we almost just, all that's happened is we just went back home. Okay. So we went back home to Optus, the mother company, and started again, not from scratch, but almost, and built it up to now we are the largest Optus dealer in the country.